Please welcome on stage, Jamie Thomson.
Thank you. My team are the only ones applauding. That's why I brought them here, all 20 of them. Get my own little fan club here. I think it's probably a little bit ingenuine to call it a pitch, because if you know of Vulcan Forge and PYR, I'd say we're probably quite established in the industry. We're top 10 metaverse token on Binance, and no, top 10 gaming, top 5 metaverse on Binance. I think we hit $1 billion market cap last year. I think now we're around 200 million market cap, and we've grown from 1 or 2 people to 200 people. And I'm saying this for a reason. I'm saying this because I think I'm qualified enough at this stage, after 3 years in the industry, to actually talk about what we describe as the metaverse or blockchain gaming or play to earn or whatever it is. And it was interesting, the panel before us, I don't remember his name, I apologize. He said a phrase, he said, before we were trying to describe what an NFT is to a company, and now we're trying to describe what an NFT isn't. And I think that's where we are with the metaverse. Is we still haven't even got to the stage where we can define what the metaverse is to well, anyone really. What is the metaverse? So I want to talk to you about my journey and our journey as a team through the development of metaverse and play to earn gaming. As I know TDeFi for many years, every time they invite us, we come down and sort of we say where we are in the space. So what is the metaverse? So as you know, we sort of got through the sort of different NFTs, and before many years ago, it was like, okay, it was JPEGs, it was CryptoKitties, it was cyberpunks, CryptoPunks even. And then we sort of got into the strange world of gaming. I'd say CryptoKitties was probably the first time gaming kind of sort of came out with NFTs. And then we had this big blast of Axie Infinity last year, where the play to earn sort of phase, sort of just fat came out. Everyone thought play to earn is going to be the next market. And I can't lie, we were guilty of riding that wave, thinking, okay, so play to earn is surely going to be the next big thing that beats gaming. And it was during this journey we went through of turning normal games. We started with normal games, and then we added NFTs, and then we added like a secondary token you can earn through this games. And it was at that point that we added this secondary token where people could start earning money from the games, is where everything kind of went a little bit skew-if in every way. Number one, the energy of the community. Number one, the energy of the developers, the way it all kind of sort of, people started changing to play for fun into play for money, was a completely different dynamic to what it was before. And I think it was at that stage when I realized that the blockchain gaming isn't just using blockchain to provide tokens and winning money, because then you can get away with even the crappiest game in the world and people will just be tapping away at it. There's no fun for it. The gaming market, which is like a, I don't know, multi-billion industry, it completely dwarfs the idea of crypto gaming. Blockchain gaming is not going to compete with traditional gaming yet. Play to earn is no competitor to the likes of Blizzard, World of Warcraft, Minecraft. It's simply not. People are still happy paying to play games. So us, as blockchain gaming CEOs, companies, NFT companies, we are at a fork in the road right now. We have a chance to utilize blockchain technology in a way that isn't just paying people to play your games. It's not sustainable. We've seen the Axie model. We've seen the grinders, the cheats. There's nothing fun about it. You can get away with just low-level games and just click and farm. You might as well just create like a Tetris of money on it and try and get people in that way. So where do we go from here? So let's go back to what I was saying before about trying to describe to people what the metaverse is. We're still at a stage where you've got Zuckerberg's metaverse on one side with sort of the VR, the holograms, and all the sort of the new technical stuff coming out. And then you've got the blockchain world where everything seems to be sort of wrapped into an NFT. It's ownership, it's NFTs. And then you've got the idea of a virtual world. I do apologize to my community and staff because I did the exact same talk at Binance Week last week. So they probably wanted something new, but there's not much new in this talk. But I think the idea of a virtual world was the first time a metaverse ever existed. And that was Second Life, or, you know, Second Life, even Facebook when it came out, any virtual environment. It just means a futuristic world. So blockchain has coined the term metaverse by using an NFT within a virtual world. And then I hear people talking about metaverses. Now, can you pluralize metaverse? Is there one metaverse? It has metadata. Is it a metaverse? Does it have to have VR? Does it need hologram? Does it need new technology? Does it have to be an NFT? At what point do you define the metaverse? And we're not there yet. And I think the whole meta, the whole Zuckerberg the whole push on virtual reality headsets, I don't think it's working the way he wants to. Now, this is our chance as a blockchain community to use what we have in blockchain, which centralized companies do not have. NFTs, we have an ability to give true ownership of a sword, of a creature. We have ability to have economies within virtual worlds. We have abilities to offer incentives and real economic facilities within virtual worlds. These are things that centralized games cannot do. And I think that needs to be the focus of where we go with the metaverse. So some things I have learned doing through Vulcan Forge. As I say, we started with, as I said, 2 or 3 staff, and now we're 150 staff, and we really have sort of gone through the trenches of everything and what works and what doesn't. Play to earn as a basic model doesn't work. It's unless there's an incentive to reinvest that token back into the ecosystem, you're not going to retain value of that token you're earning. And in a way, you're literally just paying people to play your game. And then in a way, you're just getting people to come in just for money. Do you really want that to be a sustainable model? And as a game studio, we don't. It takes a lot of the fun out of it. But if you do want to incentivize a play-to-earn economy, then you've got to give utility to the token you're earning. So what we've done with that is we offer incentives to reinvest it back into your characters, your avatars, your weapons, and then you can gamify the token you're earning. Then it's a reason to use it, and people that want to play can put it back into the ecosystem. It's same with our blockchain Elysium. We use it to power our transactions on our blockchain. So there's reasoning for the secondary token. The second point I'd say would be focusing on the ownership and the realization and an acceptance that this is an entirely new demographic. Gaming communities do not care about NFTs. Games are not going to suddenly just introduce NFTs. Ubisoft tried it and they got whitewashed, all over YouTube. It was completely drowned out. No one wanted it. People are happy to pay to play. Realize this is a whole new demographic. Crypto has always been a new demographic. It's been quirky. It's been different. It's been, I don't want to go with that sort of 4chan stereotype, but it's always been the alternative that's come out first and then it's gone mainstream. Stop trying to bring over Blizzard users and World of Warcraft users to your game. It's not going to work, okay? You have to focus on the beauty of owning an asset and what that can involve. Okay, and the third thing is what I touched on before, is that you are creating an economy within a virtual world. And that's one thing blockchain enables you to do. Traceable, immutable token transactions within a virtual world. You cannot do that in a centralized game. World of Warcraft, you can do gold trading on the black market, etc. But with blockchain, you have the ability to bring an economy into a virtual world. So that's probably where I would say a metaverse is defined. So if I had to say to someone, what is a metaverse? For me, it would be an economy within a virtual world, a blockchain economy within a virtual world. Now, how you use that, well, I guess the world's your oyster. I mean, it really is. You've got to think about the philosophical implications of it as well. How people operate within this game or virtual world affects their real life. If they trade and become an Olympian or a Titan, because we have a Greco-Roman mythology game, they get more money in their real world. How is that going to change them? Are they going to spend more time trying to earn? Are they going to have fun? But you've got the tools to create something completely new and different that other games don't have. So, I mean, it's funny. I've used this slide. This is the same presentation I gave in 2021. I think it was actually the end of 2020 I gave that one. I haven't changed it at all because it's interesting that at the time I was saying how play to earn is going to be the big next thing, and Axie Infinity is going to be amazing and it's going to compete. And I've completely done a U-turn on that. And I think that's important for any company in a new evolving industry, is to adapt and evolve and understand. And I think we need to move away from the idea of monetization and more into creativity. And okay, I didn't say as I pitched something, but I will say one thing is our new product coming out called Metascapes is where everything you build in a virtual world, you terramorph and sort of build into a plot, you can store onto the blockchain. So therefore, you are monetizing your creations. It's the reason Minecraft is so successful. It's the reason Roblox is so successful because people like showing off. People are vain. People like showing their creativity. Now, if you can make that immutable, turn a plot of land into an NFT like we do in Metascapes, and people can trade and sell it, then yeah, you've got something. And I think that's the angle we're going in. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts as we are, I'd say, one of the leading blockchain companies in the space. And it's a very exciting time for us all. We're all learning to adapt and better the space for everyone. So yes, if you don't have any questions, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. And I'll see you tomorrow at our booth over there. And thank you, TDeFi, for having me. Always a pleasure. Never a chore.